So, in the recent news, in the past few weeks, or a week, not so long ago, that's the right time to use, the EFF. Let me just say, not the EFF left Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. I would say Mbuyiseni Ndlozi left the EFF. There's something, this situation, it's complicated. I guess that's why we're here to find out what really happened to Mbuyiseni. Because I saw an interview by who was that guy? Julius Malema. He got asked why did Mr. Ndlozi leave the EFF, and then he kind of avoided the question. Well, like, there's no way you don't know why, but I understand, you know, you don't have to answer everything to the news. It's not like you owe us the answer and stuff like that. But maybe let's find out. Let's see why it happened. He's probably the most charismatic. Is that the right term to use? He's probably the most charismatic person on the EFF. That's
problem in this world is in the mind. Poverty is the state of mind. Everything is just the mind.
Parenting isn't just about biology or bankrolling your children's lives. It's way more than giving birth, throwing food on the table, stuffing their hands with gadgets, or settling school fees.
I gotta say, bro, I used to talk shit about Hachara, but it's
about shaping the future.
Okay, no, I didn't talk shit about Hachara, but she's informative, bro. Like, her stuff, like, that's why I'm subscribed. She's probably one of the most informative YouTube channels in South Africa right now, by far.
Future, our kids' future, yes, but also
she's our Candace Owens, bro.
Also the future of our nation. No pressure, right? Take Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, for example. Here's a guy who had future leader written all over him.
Millions of young people struggle with English as their home language is one of our 10 other official languages. But this weekend, non-mother tongue English students from across the country came together in Johannesburg to prove that they could communicate effectively and powerfully. The competition, sponsored by Sowetan newspaper and Anglo-American, carries prizes.
Bro, these news videos, bro. I just want to see when he gets to speak.
Ndlozi, Mbuyiseni will congratulate.
Because I don't think this thing is on YouTube. They might copyright you or something.
Just looking at this award, it's very heavy, made out of granite, and this obviously is the gold award. So the little, maybe we can get a shot of it there. We can see the center piece there, and that's. You
know what? A trend that I've noticed with like people who are in politics, their trend is like this. Not with everyone, but a few. I would say probably the new politics. I'm not talking about the old guys who went to Robben Island and whatever. I'm speaking about South African politics here. So what I've noticed is that usually at school they start as like what is it, COSAS, and then they start as COSAS. I don't know if you guys know what's COSAS. I don't even know how to explain it. If you don't know what's COSAS, fine. And then that's where they start. Usually that's where they start. I bet he was also part of COSAS. I think so. I don't know.
It's actually gold. So this is a very.
But that's what I'll tell you. I bet Ndlozi also started as COSAS. That's how they start their journey into politics. Most of them.
Valuable award in many more ways than one. Is that right?
Yes.
And you're still grinning from ear to ear. This happened on Saturday night. How do you feel about winning this award?
I feel very much honored, and I would like just to thank the Lord and give him
the glory. This was 2006?
From ear to ear, in many more ways than one, is that right?
Oh.
Just to thank the Lord and give him the glory, because I believe it's not by might, not by power, but it's by his spirit.
Bro, if bro was in school, yeah, it kind of makes sense, but what I'm trying to find out, how old is he, bro? Is he over 40? Ain't no way, right? Ain't no way this guy is. Ain't no way he's over 40. 39. Yeah, makes sense. I was almost surprised. Where's that video? This one?
I'm aware.
Nope.
So
bro, what happened to the video I was watching?
So I just feel
I think by his spirit and power, and certainly a lot of hard work on your side.
I did a lot of hard work.
No, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is EFF or former EFF's Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Sharp mind, natural charisma, and certain ingredients.
I said the same thing at the beginning of the video. You know, some people like to talk shit. No, that's not true, but I just wanted to have haters. I wish I had haters like to talk shit in my comments and be like, Yeah, you're not. But I do, what I wanted to say is that me and her on the same level. We're smart people. We're able to detect. She has charisma. He has charisma. He had charisma. But I think everyone else was able to tell he has charisma. He's like the most watchable person in politics, I guess.
Obedience
I would also Jacob Zuma. Like I think since Jacob Zuma stopped being president, I don't watch. I don't want to say I don't follow politics, but I don't. It's not that aura. Some people just have that aura, I guess. Jacob Zuma is just he always like making headlines. So when Zuma was president, there's something always making headlines. Like every week, whether it's on Twitter or whatever, there's something trending. And remember, Zuma was pushing all this thing before this TikTok era. Imagine if like Zuma was president during this TikTok era, bro. The edits of him will be sick.
to positively influence our country. But somewhere along the way, the communists dressed in red swooped in and said, "We'll take it from here."
This is because as a racist society, or in a racist society, you either turn white or you disappear. At the risk of disappearing, of being irrelevant, of not having access to any forms of life, blacks have to wear masks to conceal their image. That is their only way of survival.
I'm aware that the problem in this world is in the mind. Poverty is the state of mind. Everything is just the mind. So I want to deal with the mind of these people. I want to bring about the change. Poverty is all in the mind. I believe in the...
I hate this bullshit when people say like poverty is in a state of mind, and the people also like to act like the background that you come from, it doesn't make a huge difference, bro. Let me tell you something. People say, yo, it doesn't matter where you come from, as long as you work hard, you're gonna make it, whatever. That although that it sounds inspiring and motivational, but I want you to know, in reality, the background where you come from plays a huge impact. How can you say where you end up in life? How can you say environment, the people you associate yourself with, determine what kind of person you will be? You know that saying of saying like, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. That kind of friends. How can you say the environment impacts you and still try to dismiss the fact that a background where you come from can also determine where you end up in life? Some people can't chase their dreams and whatever when they have like 3 other siblings or 5 other siblings they have to take care of and stuff like that, where you don't have food and whatever. You can't chase dreams when you don't know what you're going to eat tomorrow. That's my whole point. I can break it down. I can get into details of it like in length. I would murder anyone. Not the wrong word. What is the right word? I would win any debate over this. Of the fact that saying a background that's why the rich stay rich, bro. That's why it's called generational wealth. When you come from wealth, you can stay in wealth because you get educated in that's different. That's why rich people send their kids to expensive schools. And people also be like, I'm getting into it too much. But the general point is that the background does actually determine where you end up in life. Also, it does play a huge impact. You know what I'm saying? And also that is why they call it generational wealth, because rich people stay rich. It's just the background of it.
In the statement in the Bible that says, as a man,
unless maybe there's an asshole along that bloodline and start messing things up, but usually the world just keeps on
things, so he is.
Sure, he's educated. Sure, he's eloquent. But unfortunately, with the Red Berets ideologies, let's just say they've turned his potential into a case.
Bro, she got beard, bro. I just noticed this now. She got a beard, bro. What did I say? Why do women grow beard? Is it a high level testosterone? It has to be, isn't it?
Study of wasted talent. This goes to show that raising future game changers isn't about stacking degrees and PhDs. Look at Floyd Shibambu, another educated man stuck on the wrong team. Well, his third wrong team in a row, from the ANC to the EFF and now the MK party. How does one explain an educated man joining 3 political parties whose ideologies have been proven time and time again to destroy countries instead of building?
Okay, so it says this on Google. Some women grow beards due to hormonal imbalance, which can cause excess production and androgen like testosterone. So I was right. This is called, I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce this word. Actually, I am hirsutism. Is that bad? I've always been bad at pronouncing it, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, but it has to do with testosterone. That's the whole point. So I guess I'm still right on that.
Them. Back to Mbuyiseni. He was one of the best communicators, speaking very well. He got an award for it, and you can clearly see that he was a good communicator indeed. He believed that he won because of hard work. As a young man, he loved God and he believed in hard work. That's meritocracy. But now he's been sitting on the wrong side, the side of people who believe that if you don't succeed as a
She said it's what?
clearly see that he was a good communicator indeed. He believed that he won because of hard work. As a young man, he loved God and he believed in hard work. That's meritocracy.
Meritocracy. I'm gonna Google the word because I think I might be wrong, but that's not what it means in the term she uses. Oh my god! Oh my god!
But now
I'm gonna.
he believed that he won because of hard work. As a young man, he loved God and he believed in hard work. That's meritocracy.
Meritocracy. I might be wrong, but I don't think that's what it means. So I'm gonna Google. Can I copy and paste this? No, hell no. Okay. Okay. I think she used this word in the wrong context. Might actually mean the opposite. Okay, I can't spell that word. I have to go back and see. So it's like this. The R comes here. So it's something like this. What does that mean? A government or the holding of power by people selected by merit. Okay, I think I might confuse it with what? I thought there's what is the opposite of patriarch? Patriarch, a patriarch society. I think it's a meritocracy, isn't it? What is the opposite? Let me just Google. What is the opposite? Opposite. Meritocracy, whatever that word, how you pronounce it. Nepotism. Okay, the best antonym for meritocracy is nepotism, in where, oh my god, bro, why people go against meritocracy? Oh my god. Now let me just finish this video, bro.
But now he's been sitting on the wrong side, the side of people who believe that if you don't succeed as a black person, then you're being oppressed.
How important do you think it is, though, for people to be able to speak English properly?
I think association brings assimilation. If you
Say that again. Association
brings assimilation. If you associate with people who talk English too much and to maybe speak perfect English, you will talk or speak perfect English.
But you obviously don't speak English at home.
Yes, but many times my friends at home, sometimes at church, speak English.
And what school are you at?
In Khototaro, Zone 3, Sibuke.
So you're not at an English school, well, you're not at you're in a township school.
Yeah, it's the township school.
The young man from a Zulu family, from a township school, tells us that associations matter. He tells us that associations bring assimilation. I couldn't tell you.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is her YouTube voice. There's no way she speaks like this in real life. There's no way. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's like she's singing. The way she's speaking, it looks like she's singing. This is a YouTube voice. There's no way. There's no way she speaks like this in real life. No way.
These things when I was that age, and yet it is true. Birds of a feather flock together. So now the same applies to political beliefs. The same applies to cultural beliefs. Instead of encouraging that assimilation, basically the black potatoes have discouraged it. Church gave him good principles, but sadly here he is now, a liar who pushes communist beliefs. He chose to simply go with the flow of communism. For what? For a job? I could almost come to tears looking at how
Like, I'm gonna say, I don't even think it's a controversial take. This is my say. Obviously, I'm judging from the outside and what we see on social media. But I've learned looking at the past few years, communist countries, I don't know, except North Korea. I don't know what's going on in North Korea. Communist countries seem to be leading the world, seem to be taking over. Am I wrong? Someone correct me in the comment section. Like, let's look at China, Russia. I don't know which other communist countries. I keep bringing El Salvador again, but it's a huge, big step. Like, it's a huge, big example. The latest ones that happened so fast that you would realize is sometimes some countries need some communist need to live, or is it adopt, or I don't know, but need to live in communist or communism. I don't know how to use the right word in this time. I can't even, oh my god, it's so bad.
his life has changed. Hopefully
What I'm trying to say, some countries like South Africa, I don't think South Africa needs any communist leader or leadership or stuff like that. I think it's doing pretty well under democracy and stuff like that. But I think if you want to make change in some of the countries like Zimbabwe, you're gonna need some communist, where you're gonna have to make changes that they're gonna take years to implement, to even work. But you can't make those big changes that are gonna be able to change the country if it's under democracy. Because remember, things take a while under democracy. If I want to make a change, if I want to build a bridge or change policies or whatever, I still have to go to talk to parliament and they have to vote on it and whatever. I don't know how it works in the communist, but in the communist, I think the leader, there's only few amounts of people who have the ultimate power, and then the president or that leader of that country is the one that makes the final decision and done. There's no like back and forth and say whatever he says is the last say. But you also, if you notice about that, there are more things that get done, in a country with a communist leader, because things don't take a while being discussed and whatever stuff like that. The fear of communists is that you might end up with a dictator, someone who just like same thing like Zimbabwe with who's that Robert Mugabe, the guy that just passed away. He could have done a lot of things, but I just think he had the wrong mindset. Unfortunately, he was wrong. I don't think he had the mindset. Unfortunately, he was wrong with his ideas or how he executed them.
now that he has left the EFF, he'll go back to the right mindsets and the right beliefs. I think we can explain it this way. Education, while important, isn't the sole determinant of greatness. It's about the mindset, the influences, the ideologies that shape a person. You can hand someone the best education in the world, but if their foundation is shaky, they'll build castles that crumble. In this case, Mbuyiseni ended up associating with communists. Communists! Associations bring assimilations.
Was this something that you consciously decided that you want to be proficient in English, or is this just the way you are and you're a hard worker generally at school?
I think I'm a hard worker generally from school. Yes, it was not all in my plan, but I just felt...
Yo, no dirty shit, right? Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, when he was a kid, you can see, oh my god, I don't want to talk about it. What if he's underage? I wanted to make some comments. He could have been underage at this point. How old was he at 2022? Let me just
was passionate, and finally I made it.
And how did it come about? Did you actually decide you wanted to enter this competition, you heard about it, or did your school put you forward?
No, I heard and I wanted to enter it. I heard and I wanted to enter it.
What I wanted to say is this. I think it's okay to say. At this age, he looked like he got no girls. Because let's be honest, right now, he looks like the guy who can take your girl away from you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I'm saying this. Right now, he looks like that guy. Because remember, there was a few years ago, a lot of girls were simping over him, on social media and stuff like that. All I'm saying, when he was this old, he looks like he got no girls at school. He got no girls. Because, some of us, we've been in our prime. I think, okay, no, that's not true. I'm not in my prime. But, I think I was doing pretty well when it comes to girls in high school and stuff like that. Him, he looks like he got no girls at all. Zero. But now, you can definitely take your bitch. It looks like it. I need fucking content.
Went to competitions, and at school I won. I took first place until I came to the provincial part. I took first to the whole South Africa.
From a meritocracy mindset to a give me attitude. December and January, many of us have been up and down buying school uniforms and stationery, sports kits and lunch boxes, paying deposits and transport fees. We are doing it with the hopes of giving our children a shot of a great future through education. But please allow me to remind you that it is not just about education.
Our president.
Okay, I wanna know how we go.
Kits and lunch boxes, paying deposits and transport fees. We are doing it with the hopes of giving our children a shot of a great future through education. But please allow me to remind you that it is not just about education.
Our president.
Wait, is she now holding this kid to the level? Now everyone must be like Mbuyiseni Ndlozi back in high school. And also they're not even the same age, bro. The kids, let kids be kids. Maybe I might have missed some context where she was explaining how we got here, but the way I'm judging it, obviously I don't want to go back way too much. The way I'm judging is that she's tried to like, kids are not getting education because they're dancing on top of like a table. This is a great art student. Let kids be kids, bro.
You see, children are like dynamites and sponges. Dynamites because they are born with raw talent, unique personalities, and explosive potential to make an impact. Sponges because they soak up everything around them, the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. And here's where the plot thickens. The environment they absorb determines whether the dynamite becomes a firework beautifully lighting up the world or a destructive force. So, to top it off, let's see what Mbuyiseni says about this.
For the first time,
Well, it's sometimes we make statements that sound so black and white. That can get rid of. Obviously, she's correct about the environment can really shape the kind of person you become or you be. But not always. Most of the time, yeah. I think most of the time we can make, obviously I'm not saying what she's saying is incorrect. It is correct, but I'm not saying it's not so black and white. In the real world, there's gray areas. Although when you speak, most of the time we speak in generalities, because you can't say everything, every statement that you make, you can't say but accept the exception, because we have to be on the same level of like common sense of like, when I say certain things, it's because I'm speaking in generalities, which in generalities can be true. But remember also, when you're absorbing and taking in this information, you need to be aware that there's some gray areas. Although environment does affect her own kids, huge impact on kids, on where they end up in life, sometimes it doesn't. Always keep that in mind when you are when you're taking in information.
prepared speech.
Unlock the GoDaddy Aero
Hey, yo.
experience when you purchase a domain.
Hey yo,
As a manager, the
YouTube
further you
puts
get from hands-on work, the
so
harder it is to
many
stay in
ads.
control. Monday.com just completely solves that.
I'm aware that the problem in this world is in the mind. Poverty.
Bad and the downright ugly. And here's where the plot thickens. The environment they absorb.
Prepared speech. They gave me to talk on the topic light.
Light.
Yes.
And how much time are you given to prepare then for your unprepared
I'm
speech?
given 2 minutes to prepare and then 2 minutes to speak.
Okay, so what do you
Yes.
talk about? If I say to you, talk about light, what do you talk about?
I would say, I said, light is if I am the light, light chases darkness out of somebody's life. If if our mothers and fathers can be our light, and then we'll have somewhere to go. Like maybe walking in a dark tunnel, and then in order for you to see direction, you have to have light. That means light gives direction in life.
Mbuyiseni told us that light chases darkness from people's lives. To see direction, you have to have light. And he says fathers and mothers can be our light. Can you believe this? I have not heard the EFF sharing such encouragement or uttering such words. If anything, Mbuyiseni could have been better off in a party like the ACDP. Imagine
What is ACDP? ACDP. I don't know any political party named ACDP. ACDP. There is African Christian Democratic Party since 1993. Ain't no way they're winning elections, bro. Ain't no way this party will win elections. Is it South African party? Is it let me see. Is it yeah, it's a South African political party. Ain't no way they're gonna win the elections. Hell no.
young child like that telling us the stuff that we are still pushing to this very day. So, what are your children soaking up? Is it stuff that'll help them be their best selves, positively contributing to South Africa? Or is it toxic sludge that creates the very problems we complain about in society? Who is guiding them? Are you providing the light? Are you living by example for them?
But that's not fair. The example here is it's not fair. This example here it's not fair. Cause remember, guys, you know, Ash, we're talking about kids. Let me shut up.
Who's guiding them? Are you providing the light? Are you living?
Cause hey, I'm a pedo, hey. So I'm just gonna keep quiet. I'm just gonna keep quiet, bro.
By example for them to see how to live in the light? Or do they know you by the amapiano music, by the soapies and the alcohol? Do they know that there is always someone different in your life? What makes our
so those kids? So according to her, so these kids are they shouldn't even be dancing. Is what's happening? They shouldn't even be dancing to amapiano. They should be in what in grade R, reading the dictionary or what, or the Bible. Oh my God, bro! I don't even think this kid is old enough to be able to read. Just let kids be kids, but who?
What makes our work as parents even harder is that their sponges are at work everywhere. At schools with their friends and teachers, at family gatherings with that dodgy uncle, online with their favorite influencers, and yes, in university.
I think I made a great. Okay, no. I think I give pretty good insights and advice. Do you think I'm a bad influence? I don't think I'm a bad influence, though. I don't think I'm a bad influence. I can be. I can be.
Circles.
I try not to be a bad influence. I think everyone is trying.
With
fair.
SRCs and campus activists.
I think we all saw what I saw, right? There's no reason for me to go back, but it was there. And the cameraman made sure that we saw it. So that's why I want to like to take this moment and thank the cameraman, you know. What are they striking for?
The point is, influence is everywhere, and it is our job as parents to step in, filter out that nonsense, and give them a clear path to soak up what's good. As you're helping them with homework, buying their favorite gadgets, or planning their future, don't forget the power of influence and giving that light to give direction. Guide them away from what will derail their lives and towards what will improve them. And let's not forget that parenting is not just a mother's job. Here's a sad, hard truth. South Africa has a crisis of absent fathers, leaving too many boys.
I don't think it's a South African problem. it's a black people problem in general. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the first time that I say this. You know, I've said it for most of you already seen, you know, most of my videos. I always say this. It's just a black people problem, and people feel like act like think this has always been the issue, but it's not. It's a growing issue in the recent years, because if you go back in data, although when people bring up data that is old, like back in the days, I don't think it can be as much accurate as the data that we do today, right? That we have today. So, but the data shows in the olden years, you know, in apartheid years, if we kind of focus on South Africans in particular in this example, in apartheid years and stuff like that, there were more two parents household, you know, there were more two parent household than it is today. So you're gonna have to ask yourself what's changed from then until today. The only thing has changed is the culture. The culture amongst black people has changed. It is, I always say, it is not frowned upon to be an absent father. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I will give you an example. In a white communities, like, you're not respected if you don't take care of a girl, or you don't, if the mother of your kids is not like your wife. Although it is changing, you know, obviously, you know, things are changing. It's not as harsh as it used to be, but it is somehow part of their culture, you know. When I say culture, it's not something you practice. It's something, you know, also can be, it's not only, when you think culture, they think, you know, Amazulu just dancing. No, culture, I mean influence around you. That's what I mean. So if you listen also to like rap music and whatever, although it's not a South African thing, but also if you listen to rap music, which is Black American as well, it's a Black American music. Also, if you listen to it, it sort of promotes, you know, fucking bitches, you know, stuff like that and whatever. It promotes what is degeneracy. I think that's the easiest way I can say. It promotes degeneracy.
Boys and girls fumbling through life without a male role model to provide the light. Dear men, you really need to step up. And if the biological father has chosen to be a useless tool as a concerned citizen, don't just watch that young boy struggle. Offer guidance, be a mentor, because who knows, your positive influence might just shape him into the man who pulls our nation back from the edge.
What? Is she promoting that I need to be a stepfather? Hell nah. Hey, no way. I don't mind. You know, people make it seem so bad to be a stepfather. I don't mind it when the kid is grown. When the kid is grown, no. I feel like kids are more expensive when they're still young. I might be wrong because I have no experience of being a parent. I think like kids can be annoying to the relationship and also can cost you a lot of money when you're still young. When the kid is all grown, the kid that busted can go to school by himself and whatever, I think that's okay. You can be a stepfather there. I feel like that's where it's like the smooth yes, especially if the kid is like going to like high school and stuff like that. Those are like the best time to be a stepfather, you know what I'm saying? Because if they're already going to high school, they most probably can do their own laundry. They can also cook at home, you know, they can clean and stuff like that. So what that means is that that kid can help the mother with the household chores and whatever. That will free the mother's time, which that means when the mother's time is more free, that means you'll be able to spend time with the mother. You know what I'm saying? I just means, you know, I like to think about things very logically. I'm one of those people where I spend a lot of time analyzing situations that I might not even benefit from them. I just like staying on an issue for a long enough time that I end up seeing new insights. You know what I'm saying? Like, for an example, the example that I gave you about being a stepfather, it is generalized amongst men. Yo, don't be a stepfather. Being a stepfather sucks. But I sat down, you know, I was just chilling and I just thought about it. It's not even something that I just go there and sit down. It's just, you know, those random thoughts where you just start thinking about a random thing. And I realized, you know, being a stepfather is not bad. It all depends on how old is that kid. If that kid is in primary or younger than that, then it's negative. I only see negative. You know what I'm saying? that kids need to be taken off. The mother needs to wake up in the morning and prepare that kid for school. You know, and obviously not all primary kids need to be prepared for school. The mother has to like and make sure the kid is okay after school. The mother needs to cook for the kid. The mother needs to do laundry for that kid. You know, it takes so much time that, let's say you're in a relationship with and you are the stepfather, you won't get enough time with your girlfriend or whatever, because that girlfriend of yours will be spending too much time on the kid. But if the kid is already in high school, now the roles are kind of reversed. You know what I'm saying? Now the mother sort of, almost, the older the kid, the more the mother benefits from having that kid, and the more it will improve the quality of your relationship with that mother, with that girlfriend of yours. I hope it makes sense. I think it makes perfect logical sense. Tell me you never thought about something like that. So I'm glad I have a skewed mind. I think you're welcome that I have a skewed mind, that I think about things like this. So next time when someone brings up with you, hey stepbrother, whatever, give them this insight. See how it blows their mind.
That the problem in this world is in the mind. Poverty is the state of mind. Everything is just the mind. So I want to deal with the mind of these people. I want to bring about the change. I believe I was born for a change. So I want the purpose of God about my life to be fulfilled.
You touched on poverty. Poverty is one of the biggest issues facing us.
Yes.
You say poverty is a state of mind.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Meaning poverty is all in the mind. I believe in the statement in the Bible that says, as a man thinks, so he is. So the way, if your mind operates in a poor way, or if you always think poverty stricken, yeah, you go.
So you say you actually trap yourself mentally?
Yes. It's all in the mind. People who think positively, people who think in a positive way, they always succeed in life.
And you're very positive.
I'm very much positive.
We complain about the government, but who put that government in power? Voters. What type of people vote for incompetent, corrupt, self-serving people? Ignorant citizens vote for rubbish politicians. Those ignorant citizens don't just pop out of thin air. They come from homes with parents and guardians. Dear citizens, parents is the most important job we will ever have, and the stakes are sky high. The future of our nation starts at home. So let's get it right. Finally, do not raise children with a blame culture. Listen to the words of the younger and wiser Mbuyiseni Ndlozi as he informed us on how we can get better at doing anything.
Now, people say English is one of the most difficult languages to learn to speak. What would be your message of motivation to other youth out there who are battling with English and think, well, you know, I can't speak it, I battle with it, and therefore I'm really not going to bother with it? What would be your message?
I think my message will be, association brings assimilation. Practice makes perfect. Yes, if you speak English and practice more, try always, all the time to speak English. They might laugh at you, but try to speak English. I think we can excel because practice makes perfect.
That is a message to all of us. Practice makes perfect. Cliche words, so true that they may have been said 1 billion times, and yet they remain true. Mbuyiseni could have been the voice of reason, helping to spread the light to the masses. Imagine how many people need to hear all these words. The more you practice by doing the things, the more you become perfect or good at doing them.
Now I see why she's bald. Not to make fun of her. Not to make fun of her. Because guys, body shaming is wrong. It is wrong. I just saying I understand her situation. Like, I was curious. There's previous videos that I reacted to her. I was curious why she was bald. Now I understand, bro. This hairline is cooked. Look at how far back is it. This is bald. This is not even like hairline is cooked. She's going bald, bro. She's going bald. I'm starting to have doubt, bro. I'm starting to have doubts. The way she's going bald and the beard. That's all I'm gonna say.
Anyway, That's it for today. If our content is to your liking, please like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to contribute to our work, please buy our t-shirts or donate to our account. All the details are in the description box below.
Wait, you can post your bank accounts here and people can donate? I should do that, right? I should definitely do that, right? I should. You guys will donate, and I'm kidding. You guys are broke, bro. I'm not even gonna waste time. You guys are poor.